Facebook Live, what is up? So I promised 3:30 I was going to go live and we're going to talk about good carbs versus bad. So I got a question from a follower, Joe. Joe, thank you for sending the question out. And he wanted to know about good carbs versus bad. So in the last few years, last 5, 6 years, there's been a whole lot of articles about why carbs make you fat. Carbs are bad, they're horrible, cut them out. And then you see things coming back, on the other side asking, oh, well, carbs are good. Can't you eat them? Like, you need them for energy. And there became a swing back. And then there became good carbs versus bad. And what does that really mean? So I'm gonna cover that real quick. Good versus bad. When you use good versus bad, you immediately put a white and black in someone's head. And they're sort of like, oh great, so I can only have this if I'm being good, and having this food is bad, so I should feel bad. Here's the thing about carbs. Your body processes carbs the same way, whether those carbs are coming from oats or coming from sugar or coming from bagels or coming from pasta. Your body's going to process those carbs and turn it to glucose no matter where it comes from. But there is a little bit of truth to good carbs and bad carbs, okay? I'm going to show you what I mean when I say there is a little bit of truth to good versus bad. So, right here we have a bottle of sugar, all right? And then we have oats, okay? So the way most present this argument is that the white sugar, the sugar stuff, sugary drinks, pies, cakes, candy, desserts, they're bad. They're horrible for you. The oats, they're good for you. Those are good carbs. But no one really tells you what they really mean, what that means, good and bad. I'm going to explain that. Like I said, your body processes carbs the same, whether it comes from sugar or whether it comes from oats or any other grain. Your body's going to break it down. It's going to turn it to glucose, and glucose is going to fuel your body, your muscles, your brain. Your brain uses about 20% of the calories you take in a day. For it to operate optimally, it wants glucose. It doesn't want fats, triglycerides. It wants glucose. So it's going to convert that and take it. Your liver's going to store some glucose for excess energy. Your muscles are going to store glucose for excess energy when you use those muscles. So here's what they mean by good and bad. Good carbs have fiber in them. So let's go over and look at I'm gonna hold this up right here. So look at the nutrition facts right here. All right, I'll flip it a little easier. All right, so as it focuses in, so you've got 3 grams of fat, 27 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein. Now you see where it says dietary fiber, 4 grams, soluble fiber, 2 grams. The thing is that your body doesn't really process it. Now it can use it, and the bacteria in your stomach can use it for energy for other muscles and help things. But your body takes that fiber, and that's what you poop out. So if you are eating foods that are not high in fiber, like sugar, all right? So a Monster energy drink that has sugar in it, soda that has sugar in it, candies and cakes, and anything that has added sugar, white or brown sugar, even the sugar in honey. Your body's going to absorb that and it's going to use it for energy, but it's not going to leave you feeling satiated because there's no fiber. Your body doesn't have to slow its digestion down to get rid of that fiber, break it up so that it can excrete it and get it out. It just takes it, puts it in the blood system, and there you go. That's the real big difference with good carbs versus bad carbs. Good carbs are carbs that have fiber in it. So potatoes, sweet potatoes, even this bagels here has fiber in it. Look at the nutrition facts. We've got 2 grams of dietary fiber in that bagel. So you got fiber in that. Your veggies, that's why veggies are so important. They have fiber in them that keeps you fuller longer, stays on your stomach, slows your digestion down so that you don't get hungry 30 or 45 minutes later like you would if you had a cupcake. That's really what they mean when they say good versus bad carbs. So you can have cake and you can still lose weight and you can still be healthy, but you're probably going to be hungry 30 minutes later. Now you eat a cup of oats, you're not going to be hungry. That fiber's there. It's keeping you full. So that's really what they mean, good versus bad. Carbs are treated in your body the same way. Your body processes the carbs, breaks it down, turns it to glucose, uses it for energy. Yes, it can store it as fat, but you have to it's a really expensive process energy-wise for your body to do that. So it's going to shoot that out for energy versus storing it for fat. But there is a little bit of truth. Good carbs, bad carbs. Bad carbs, which I don't really like using that term, are things that don't have fiber in them. You can still eat them. You can still lose weight. I can eat Ben & Jerry's and lose weight. But if you want to feel full and you're really struggling, eating whole foods like sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, oats, those that have fiber in them, plenty of vegetables that are high in fiber, are going to stay in your stomach longer and give you those good carbs, really the good carbs being carbs that have fiber in them, to keep you full on your diet as you're trying to lose weight. So if you see this and have any questions, leave it in the comments below. But again, there really is no good versus bad. There's maybe better versus not as better, but there's no bad carbs out there. Your body's going to process carbs all the same way, no matter the source where it comes from. But you opt for stuff that has fiber in it. It's going to stay in your stomach longer, keep you fuller, and give you longer lasting energy than any other carb source out there. Hope that answers your question. Joe, thank you so much. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments below or reach out to me here on Facebook.